Mirza Muhammad Siraj-ud-Daulah, as known as Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah, was the last true independent ruler of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. His reign was short but an exceptional one. Hello, this is 𝐍𝐸𝐫𝐞 and you're watching White News. Today, we'll narrate you the story of a Bengali leader who sacrificed laid the foundation of Pakistan in the subcontinent. Yes, I'm mentioning Mirza Muhammad Siraj-ud-Daulah. Mirza Muhammad Siraj-ud-Daulah, as known as Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah, was the last true independent ruler of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. His reign was short but an exceptional one. On the death of Ali Wardi Khan in 1756, he became the ruler of Bengal at the age of 23. From the very beginning, the shrewd in Bengal was wary of the British people who were increasing their influence under the guise of the trade in Bengal. East India Company hatched conspiracies against him, of which Nawab became aware of. First, the British, without the permission of the Nawab, fortified and razed the walls of the Fort William, Calcutta, in clear violation of the treaties. Secondly, the British gave shelter to some of the officers of the Bengal who were guilty of the embezzlement in the state treasury. Third, the British themselves committed theft in the customs duty of Bengal. Owing to these reasons, an air of rift was created between the Nawab and the British. When the tax and the customs evasions were caught red-handed and the British began to increase their military strength in Calcutta against the treaties, Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah took action against the British in Calcutta in June 1756, and several British prisoners were arrested for violating the law. The British got in touch with the opponents of Nawab. These opponents included Siraj-ud-Daulah's aunt 𝐄𝐧𝐿𝐻 Begum, a relative of Siraj-ud-Daulah, the famous Bengal traitor Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar was a chief in the army of Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah. He was a very wicked person. The battle between Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah and Lord Clive took place on 23 June 1757 at Pashto. On the battlefield, Mir Jafar was the commander of a large part of Nawab's army, but in reality, he was allied with British. Right in the middle of the war, his comrades killed Nawab's loyal commandos, which no one ever expected. Right then, Mir Jafar withdrew along with his army, and the war was decided in the favor of the British. The British had already bought Nawab's artillery, for which they had spent a considerable sum of the bribe money. However, according to the historical traditions, Mir Jafar laid his hands on the Quran and took an oath of alliance to the Nawab. After the defeat, Nawab moved to Murshidabad and later to Patna. He was hiding in disguise with his wife Lutf-un-Nisa Begum and daughter in a monastery at Mir Bana Shah, where he was captured by the soldiers of Mir Jafar. Muhammad Ali Beg martyred the Nawab on the orders of Mir Jafar's son Mir Miran. According to some traditions, the Nawab was executed by beheading the Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah while prostrating during prayer. Nawab's mausoleum is located in Khushbagh, a garden in Murshidabad. The place where Nawab Siraj-ud-Daulah was martyred was the residence of Mir Jafar, which he was later renamed as Namak Haram Duri by the people. Traitors placed Nawab's body on an elephant and marched it through the streets of Murshidabad to establish before the people that Nawab had been killed.